PQ. 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 PQ.
Something is mentally wrong with black people who can support this administration. Come on, I can't hear nobody. How do you have absence of self-love that you'll sell your whole people out just to get a paycheck? Is there one?
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Black congressmen, black senators calling the president daddy. Something is wrong with you. Black preachers who said this is who God sent. Something is wrong with you. Black people on your job, are you telling me a tax cut is worth selling your people out? Is there one?
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
I can't believe you, sis. All the encouragement you was giving us, all the stuff that you was talking, and now you mad because what?
Although you're crying on the inside, are you wondering what else can I do? Sometimes you tip me, sometimes you say, I'm not gonna tip that nigga, you don't look for no tip. Yes, sir, thank you. What did you say? Come back, because I take care of you. Don't talk to him like that. That's a good nigga. That's my nigga. Oh, yes, sir, boss. I'm your nigga. I'm trying to make a living. Why? I got 3 children. I want them to get an education. I wasn't fortunate enough to get an education, but I want them to get it. And they are doing good. Night after night, I lay down and I dream about what I had to go through with. I don't want my children to have to go through with that. I want them to be able to get the job that they be qualified. That's what I'm struggling for. I don't want this and I don't want that, but I just don't want my children to have to go through what I go through with. Hey, tell that nigga to hurry up with that coffee. I'm on my way. So that's what you have to go through with. But remember, you have to keep that smile.
Y'all know the book is called We the People, so I thought my contribution would be to take the United States of America to court. So you all are the jury. When I'm done, you tell me if America is innocent or guilty. In the court of public opinion, we the people plaintiffs versus the United States of America defendant. Case number 74-1776. Statement of fact. We the people assert that we live in the United States of America, which was established in 1776 to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. We assert that we were promised life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness and justice for all. The plaintiff further assert that said promises were distributed unequally, if at all. Evidence will show that the United States of America systematically worked to undermine the promises on which it claims to stand. Count 1, breach of promise. The founding fathers of the United States wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." Plaintiffs assert that the United States remains in breach of this promise by enslaving millions of black people, by declaring black people to be 3/5 of a human being, and by systematically denying black people access to liberty, citizenship, safety, education, and equal protection under the law. Count 2, theft of property. Plaintiffs assert that the United States participated in the theft of land from indigenous people through forced removal, broken treaties, violence, and displacement from the ancestral homelands. Furthermore, the United States never fulfilled the promise of our 40 acres and a mule. Count 3. Theft of labor. The United States has long proclaimed itself to be the land of opportunity, promising that through hard work, determination, and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, anyone can rise. Plaintiff asserts that the United States built much of its wealth through the theft of black labor by enslaving millions of black people, forcing us to cultivate the land, harvest the crops, construct the buildings, care for the children of enslavers, and generate enormous economic wealth without compensation, freedom, recognition of our humanity, and currently has no direct plan for reparations. Count 4, medical malpractice. Plaintiff asserts that the United States has repeatedly used the bodies of men, women, and children for medical experimentation, exploitation, and abuse without consent. Plaintiff submits into evidence the experimentation performed by Dr. Sims on enslaved black women, including Anarcha, Betsy, and Lucy. Plaintiff submits the forced sterilization of indigenous black and Latina women, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, in which black men were knowingly denied treatment by the United States government, and the failure to inform, receive consent from, and compensate Henrietta Lacks, a black woman whose cells were stolen and cultured by George Gay, who used her cells to create the HeLa line, an immortalized cell line that led to invaluable medical research and monetary gain. Count 5, unlawful detainment. Plaintiff asserts that the United States unlawfully detained millions of black people during enslavement. Also, while the United States of America publicly celebrates emancipation, it simultaneously preserved a constitutional pathway for the continuation of enslavement. Plaintiff submits into evidence the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, which states neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime whereof the party should have been duly convicted shall exist within the United States. Plaintiff further asserts that the exception clause contained within the 13th Amendment enables the United States to perpetuate the system of forced labor and mass incarceration, resulting in the imprisonment of approximately 2 million people people. Count 6, erasure of history. Plaintiff asserts that the United States has repeatedly attempted to conceal and minimize its crimes against humanity through the whitewashing, distortion, and erasure of history. Count 7, state-sanctioned violence. Plaintiff asserts that the United States has actively participated in and enabled state-sanctioned violence against black people through systems and practices, including black codes, Jim Crow laws, racial terror lynchings, over-policing, and discriminatory enforcement of the law. Plaintiff further asserts that the United States has historically failed to dismantle white supremacist organizations such as the Ku Klux Klan, and has through political rhetoric, policies, and institutional silence emboldened acts of racial violence and intimidation. And finally, count 8, murder. Plaintiff asserts that the United States of America has actively participated in, enabled, and sanctioned the murder of indigenous people, black people, immigrants, and all other marginalized communities throughout history. Plaintiff submits into evidence the genocide of indigenous people, the deaths of black people during the transatlantic slave trade and enslavement, racial terror lynchings, state-sanctioned violence, police killings, vigilante violence, and the systematic neglect of vulnerable populations whose deaths were deemed acceptable in pursuit of power and profit and control. Plaintiff further asserts that the United States has not confined its violence to its own shores. Oh, no, no, no. The United States has exported death, destruction, chaos, and suffering across the globe. Ask our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Ask our brothers and sisters in the Congo. This has all been done for the pursuit of power and profit. So on behalf of we the people, plaintiff asks this court to find the United States guilty of crimes against humanity, and I rest my case.
PQ.
Good morning. My name is Lizzie Felter. I'm running for District 4 Councilwoman here in Alexandria. I am proud to have served these last 4 years for my district, and I've learned a lot. It's not easy, but I feel like I have a lot more to learn, a lot more to give to my community, and so I'm excited to qualify today for District 4.
I want to first thank you for getting out of your beds early this Wednesday morning with me and being a part of this process. It's official. Okay. It's official. It's time to start the next chapter. This is just the beginning. Now the hard work starts. It's time to start engaging people in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. That's right. It's time to start talking about those issues, and we need to ask them for their support and for that vote. So let's get this started. Next chapter!
Can you hear us?
Of course I can hear you. Can you hear us? You might can't hear us.
Hello?
Yeah, she can't hear us.
Am I moving? Nope.
No, you can't hear us. You can't hear us. Maybe it's this one. Can you hear us on this one? It's the only person that gets 2 channels on here. I don't understand it. Welcome to day 1 of Qualifications 2026 in CenLa. Put the banner up. Boop. Man. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you're sharing this out. If you're watching us on YouTube, let me fix this real quick. If you're watching us on YouTube, oh, that's bad. Okay, yeah. If you're watching us on YouTube, yeah,
I can't hear you.
Can you hear us now? Like, you got to pick one.
Are you talking?
Yeah, we're talking. We're all talking.
How you gonna mute my mic?
Can you hear us? I don't know what her problem is. It's always something. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the show, guys. You know what today is. You know why we're here. Can y'all hear me? Because we already did our sound check.
What are you doing? What's going on with your ears?
Talking to the dogs. Anyway, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you're sharing this out. Send this to somebody in the inbox. Let them know that we're on. And if they don't catch us live, our replays, for some reason, seem to do exceptionally well. But looking forward to kind of digging in. Who's that? All right. So we lost. I cannot hear you. I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know. Can y'all hear me, Mr. Porter?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor? Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what her issue is.
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah. And then the people can hear both of us, and she's the only one that can't hear it all, which is concerning. Yeah, so anyway, make sure you guys are sharing this out, because I'm kind of want to, it's a deep dive. It's going to be a deep cut. Good evening. And we're going to try to get into this as much as we can. Okay, now she's going all together. All right, she'll figure it out. So as you can see, so far on day one, there's races all over CenLa. Can you hear us now? She still can't hear. Hello? She can't hear. You know what? It'd be something as simple as her having the Bluetooth on and turned all the way down. It could be anything. Anyway, so far today, we got the Alexandria Mayor's race, which is Malcolm Larverdane, Jock Roy, the incumbent, and Lorenzo Davis. We got the councilman at large qualifiers, Mr. Gregory Scott and Mr. Jim Villard. For District 2, the only person that is qualified is Gary Johnson. And that's kind of tragic because there is at least one other person in District 2 that could do this job. And the only person that is running in District 4 is Lizzie Felter, which we already covered that. I'm gonna be I do like the interviews that were happening as they were leaving. Hold on, let me see if I can share this one. Here we go.
Good morning. My name's Lizzie Felter. I'm running for.
Not that one. I want to see that.
I have, in the next 4 years, I still have a lot that I can. I think I have, in the next 4 years, I still have a lot that I can contribute to the town of Ball in moving us forward in a positive direction. The scandals and investigations and all of these things are behind us. I want to move forward. I want the people of the town of Ball to work together in making this town what it is and what it can be. We have a lot of work to do. All of our council members are up for re-election. Of course, the big thing for me is the Moon Pie Festival. I'm so proud of that festival and what it brings to the town of Ball. Our economic development, sales tax revenue, and people. So I'm very happy to be running. I'm asking for everybody to please prayerfully consider voting for me, and let's continue to do all the things that God wants us to do. Love one another and work together for our town.
Now, I'm not saying,
Contribute to the town of Ball.
I'm not saying that God shouldn't be included in a lot of stuff, but at the same time, is kind of, because people, they invoke God.
Time to start a new chapter with the city of Alexandria.
They invoke God, and then they get in office and do these dastardly things.
I feel it's time to start a new chapter with the city of Alexandria.
And, you know, we just got to be mindful of that, because everybody show up to your church when it's election season. Everybody want to be in church because it's election season. Weird. I know. Coming to church for a vote is, you know, that's the only thing she's concerned about, a damn moon pie festival. You got to be kidding. Listen, that's her platform. That's what she wants to run with. Hey, I can't argue with people over their platform. But yeah, I don't know. Sounds nice to put God at everything, but she just stacked the entire seat against Ursula DeWalt. Wow. See, there's some hidden hand stuff always going on, man. Always going on. Said they don't want Ursula in office at all. Is there a specific reason why they don't want Miss Ursula in office? Well, you know what? I don't even want to get into that. Brother Steve says, Nat, you know you like the moon pies. The noon pies. Not the moon pies, the noon pies. Are those...
That's saying tell Selena to change the batteries in her hearing aids.
Oh, her hearing aid must be gone.
Oh, so no, you okay? You got jokes. Okay,
oh, you can hear. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on.
I had to go back out and keep going back in. I don't know what was going on, but I got it now. Hopefully,
Yay.
I'll stay in.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got one of the candidates right here, Brother
Yes.
Greg.
Good evening. Congratulations.
Ursula will be our first Black elected official ever in Ball. The first Black elected official ever?
Okay. Listen. Mr. Mercer, I know you live there. I don't live far from you, but the two little towns that we live in, you know.
Yeah,
I ain't got to say it.
You know.
I promise you, I was saying earlier, because of where I live at, the ideal that if I was running, I guaranteed you there'd be 20 of them in that race against me.
Man.
I promise you that.
All right, let's see here.
I feel it's time to start a new chapter with the city of Alexandria. I'm running for mayor, and I think 16 years is enough for the current incumbent. We're doing some things right, but we need to do some things differently. And I want to put some new eyes on some old problems.
What are some of the main problems you want to focus on?
Neighborhood revitalization. I feel if your house isn't right, your life isn't right. The city for way too long has neglected affordable housing. I'm gonna make that a priority. I also feel affordable housing can deal with crime, which we know is a problem in Alexandria.
So kind of give us your background for people who don't know.
Okay, I'm Malcolm Warvade. I'm currently city councilman for District 1. I'm also a practicing attorney. I've practiced law nearly 30 years with my late father and my brother, who was at Edward Warvade III, and state rep for District 26. I handle various types of civil and criminal law. So I represent people for a living. I feel it's time to start a new chapter with the city of Alexandria.
You know, the interesting thing is that Jock's also a lawyer, right? But what kind of law does Jock practice? Does anybody know? If they could put that in the in the chat, if anybody could tell me what kind of law jock practices? Is it like property law, or is it like land adjudication law, or is it like criminal law? Is it contractual law? Is it like what kind of law does he practice?
I don't know. I don't know if it's criminal and civil. I'm not for sure.
That's interesting that he's been mayor for all these years and nobody knows what kind of law he practices.
No, it's people who know. We just don't know. That's all. You can't say it.
I mean, we typically know everything. Pickleball law. Oh, okay. I got you. Pickleball law. He's a career politician law.
Oh, okay. Lord.
All right.
Y'all got jokes. Some pickleball law.
Hold on. I got to get my soundboard up.
You know he wears many hats, so.
He does wear all the hats.
Yes.
He wears all the hats. Hold on. What'd that lady say? She said, hold on. I gotta share this. Oh, car wrecks.
He's an ambulance chaser.
He's an accident law? I mean,
he's an ambulance chaser is what he's saying.
Yeah. Car wrecks. Listen, guys, this is very interesting. This is a conundrum that I haven't come across yet. Oh, he's an injury lawyer. Is that? I don't feel too confident in that.
Again, ambulance chaser.
Damn. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Okay. So that's all the interviews he did, I guess. So thanks, Steve, for hooking that up. Oh yeah. So there's this. Oh no. Yeah. There's this. Oh no, I can't even see it. Never mind. Guess we won't. But anyway, that's day one of qualifications. How man, many hats, but only one yellow jacket. There you go. He never wears a hat. How could he wear hats if he doesn't wear a hat? Yeah. That's kind of the long and short of it, guys. I mean, I can wrap the show up worth that. Because it's only day one, right? But I mean, there's so much more stuff to talk about. Get some snapshots from the day's experience. There goes Brother Greg, signing the paperwork.
Hey, Brother Greg, tell your mom we said hi. Mr. and Mrs. McCall told him hi. Told her hi, I'm sorry. When you get a chance, tell your mom we said hi.
Oh, look at everybody so happy. Let's see what else we got. Come on, y'all, help out. Why is KT? What you got? Nothing? You got nothing?
Go on there and see.
Let's see here. You told me to do what?
You said go over there and see, she said. That's what she said.
You need to leave.
I wish you wouldn't do that.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, while you're in the midst of doing that, hey, Mr. Porter. So, would you like to kind of elaborate on some things? I mean, like when it comes to preparing for qualifications, anything anybody needs to know. You know, if I wanted to run, what would I need to do? If I wanted to run, don't tell me I can go to ChatGPT now. I know I can't. But I want to hear from someone who actually had the experience of positioning themselves to be elected in different positions.
Okay, I can run down a list of items that anyone considering putting themselves forward for a elected official position, public servant. So I would suggest go to the Secretary of State website, download the qualification form, and become familiar with that form. Take time to read through that form. On that form, there are some rules and prohibitions on it. And it's important that you read those. They are actually, there's about, it goes from number 4 to 14. So you got 10 of them. And it tells you certain things that you must meet to become an eligible candidate. So that's one thing. Another thing that's really helpful and beneficial is to download the PDF file from the Secretary of State website about the campaign finance requirements, the campaign finance filing schedule, and the personal disclosure forms that's required to file. So you'll need to file a personal disclosure form, and that it has a deadline. There's so many days that you have to get that submitted. So it's good to download that first and look at it and get working on it. I think you have 10 days to submit it after you qualify. The other thing is become very familiar with the campaign finance reporting, because those are the things you can actually get fined for. It's very important you understand what is an expense, an expenditure, what constitutes a contribution. There's financial contributions, there are in-kind contributions. There are things folks might do on your behalf on their own, and you need to see exactly what they're doing, because you may have to report that even though somebody's doing that on their own for your benefit. So that's something I would suggest a prospective candidate would become familiar with. Along with the campaign finance, establish a checking account strictly for your campaign, your political campaign. Keep that separate from your personal checking account. Do not commingle those. Don't let money come from either account. If anything that qualifies as a campaign expenditure or a campaign contribution, make sure that only goes into your campaign checking account. And vice versa. Things that are personal expenditures or personal funds, make sure that only goes into your personal checking account. So don't commingle the two. Don't take a campaign expenditure, pay it out of your personal account. Don't take a campaign donation and put it into your personal account, and vice versa. So that's real important, because you can get fined for that. Also, audited, investigated, all sorts of things. I would also suggest that persons take those important dates and put them in your phone calendar so that it comes up as an alert. The campaign finance reporting is a thing that can really get people in trouble. And if you get that report, get that on your calendar, in your phone, it gives you an alert and you can take care of it. The other thing I would suggest to make it easier on you is to request a user ID and get a password so that you can file all of your reports electronically. And you do that by going to the ethics board and requesting that information. So those are some things in a nutshell. There's a lot of other smaller details, but I don't want to monopolize the time tonight. And once you download the PDF, spend some time with it. It gives you a lot of useful information, and it keeps you out of trouble as well.
Oh man. Hold on. Let me get it up. Let me see. Where is it at? There you go. Thank you, Mr. Porter. So what I have here.
Excellent job, Mr. Porter. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, and this show is best viewed on full screen. I don't know if I ever mentioned this to y'all, but if you're watching this, watch us on full screen. The information is on the screen right here. So what Mr. Porter was referring to or making reference to was campaign finance reports, right? And the thing about campaign finance reports is that they can be found on the Louisiana ethics.la.gov website. Anybody that's ever ran for an office that has filled out this paperwork has had to go through this channel, and their information is plainly put right here. So when we talk about, this is from the last election, right? This is the date of the primaries 11/8. So this is, I believe this is his last finance report before the election. Yeah, 10/31. So this is the October. Yeah. So this is the last election. Contributions, he's got 50 grand. You know, it's a lot more than that.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Who are you talking about?
Talking about Jock Roy. You don't see the name up there?
No, that's not the point. You still tell people.
I'm letting them, I just told them. It says it right here. Can you see that? There.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
doing that.
You're absolutely welcome. So this is how you keep up as a candidate. If you're going to be a candidate, this is how you keep up and how you stay true, right? This is the thing that Mr. Porter was talking about that can land you in hot water. And it because it's on the ethics site, you know, you can automatically assume that there's some ethical problems that could arise from it, right? So let me see. Let me get back over here. All right. So as I told y'all a while back, I said that I would go through one of these and I would show you who and how and what people be donating. Because people be donating. Right? Like Antune Enterprises. 2 grand. The Robert White III Irrevocable Trust, 25 grand. Joseph Badeau, 25 grand. Oh, 2,500. Brian Bordelon, $1 grand. Hugh Tarver Jr. and Associates, which I think they're a contracting company, isn't it? Tarver Construction.
I think so. I'm not for sure what they are.
They're the ones that was behind Reddix when he tried to run against Ed. I remember them. Virginia Carbo, you know, Blake Chatelaine. These names, Tanya Corley. Dargent Construction, those people behind the Jamba Juice place.
Hey, Miss Corley, didn't we just see her name on something?
Yeah, she's with community services. So for the pickleball court ribbon cutting, she was cited as having done a really good job putting that together.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I don't really know what her position is, but yes, that's where I saw the name.
Yeah.
Most recently.
She's in Pollock, Louisiana. Dargent Constructions. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Dargent Constructions. If you guys don't know who Darja Constructions is, they were the ones that had that case. That lady that she filed a lawsuit against them because there was so much debauchery going on inside the offices. We covered it. It's very, 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 very lengthy, but yeah, that's one of those people. Uh, Anila Donavaz, uh, John P. Doge or Doggett, Stephen D. Downs. Let's see, Floors Unlimited, Garden Park Properties, Holstead Urology Care, Damian Horay,
Did you
JD.
say? Sorry, I'm sorry. Did you say Stephen Downs?
Stephen Downs, yeah, he dropped 250. Or yeah, he dropped 250.
I wonder if that's a little Stephen. Never mind.
Okay. JDS Incorporated. K Miguel's campaign. So K Miguel's campaign donated her campaign funds to Jock. And as you guys remember, K Miguel's ran against Jeff Hall and Catherine Davidson and Harry Hayes that one time. Melissa Laborde, Landmark Properties of Russ Monroe. There goes Sam Mahfouz. Milton Ray, PhD. Brian Anthony Peters. Plantation Manor Property. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not. Listen, I understand what the optics could be conceived or perceived by knowing that people that own a plantation manor, multiple properties on a plantation, donated to Jock. But let's not dig that deep, can we? Prime Guard Self Storage of Lake Charles, Relish Meat Medical, Robert B. Tudor of Tudor Constructions, Kenneth Robertson, Richard Rosansky, Tammy Zalazar, Nina Sagani, Sean Sagani, Bart B. Schmolke. Oh, and then listen. When you donate, your name has to be put on this list. So you can't. There's no money under the table that you can get, even though I'm pretty sure it happens. But there's no actual. You can't do that, right? So I think that's the in-kind contributions, blah 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 blah. But all this has to be, and these are expenditures. So you can see how and who he spent his money with, right? So these are the things that you can look into. Now, if you want to look a little bit deeper, you see how all this is all organized and stuff. So the last time we ran, let's look at the last time we ran.
And Tavares, just to help folks understand another part of this, each one of those reports is only for a certain period.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it might be 90 days before. So there's a start period and an ending period. And you may have 3 or 4 of those during the campaign cycle. So what we've saw, that 49,000, that was only what he brought in for that
month.
Short period. Right.
Now here's Tanya Corley's name. You wanted to know her position. She's the one that prepares his paperwork.
Okay. But she's also an employee for the city of Alexandria.
Interesting. And you see they got these reorganized. This
Okay,
didn't.
so wait a minute. Stop talking for a second. So is that a conflict? I didn't know that you could work for a campaign, and I didn't know you could do that.
If you are a classified employee, you cannot.
Okay.
I think the Tanya person, I think she's an appointed position by the mayor. So she would not fall under the civil service classification.
Okay.
All right. So, and then we're just using Jack as an example. So guys don't get to thinking that we're just using him as an example because it's easy to make the connections. Right. So as Mr. Porter said, these are dated, right? So this was filed on 10/11/2022. All right. So you can see that in that period he made 96 grand. Or it came out to 100 grand. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what he took in. That was his contributions.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Okay, so kinetics, right? O'Day Laverne, right? Dropped 5,000 that whole election, but he dropped 2,500 that Rod Knows property. Dropped 500. The Goins Law Group dropped 2,500. Town and Home Title, they dropped 1,000. Aaron's Real Estate Group, Frederick B. Alexius, Nold Alexius, Robert Gravel Antune. So there's that name. Charles Ayers, Loyal Stillman Ayers, Pam Ayers, Steve Ayers. Pretty much the whole family donated the max, with the exception of this one and that one. Baum LLC, Bankston and Associates out of Baton Rouge. So as you can see, there's people donating that are all around the state. Roy D. Barker, Bill Beal and Tees LLC out of Baton Rouge, BioLink LLC, Frank Brain III, Michael Brain, Brazil Sachet and Wilson. Oh, they got a PO box. We're on that three. I don't even know what that's at. CMB Holdings, Noreen Kaplan, who, yeah, I'll leave that alone. Jeffrey Carbo, Chambers Development, LLC. Harold Chambers. There goes Blake Chatelain. Sharon Booker Chicola. Craig Watson, Attorney at Law. A.E. Craig Jr. Julie Despino. John P. Doggett. Glenn Perry Ducote. Margaret Ferguson. Richard Ferguson. Melanie Furman. William Fontenot. Nadia Friedman. Heidi Gold. These are all, these are all people that have donated. I want to reiterate that. Annie Bobby Hess, Independent RX, Infergy LLC, Jack's Legacy LLC, Joe Pledger State Farm, Joseph Jollisant, an attorney at law, O'Day Laverne. So he came back. So as you can see here, like I was saying, they donate under their business name, right? Hold on, that's too far. But y'all got what I'm saying. So Kinetics is O'Day Laverne. Just know that. So O'Day Laverne appears again. Let's see. Levine's Properties, Lighted Up LLC, Louisiana Occupational Health Service, LOHS, donated. Let's see. Sam Mahfouz. Let's see. Elizabeth Mangum, Alfred Mansour, Michael Marcotte. There you go. Royal Martin. There you go. Frank Mobley, Catherine Monaso, Helen Moore, Charles Munsterman, John Newhouse. A lot of these names, you guys, Pan American Engineering. There you go. Petron. There you go. They donated twice. Jesse Proctor, Kathy Ranson, Rapids Engineering. Wait, there's an engineering company? Surprise, surprise. Richard Landry, Reich Medical, Kevin Reed, Robert Fontaine. And it seems a little, but you comb through these things, and I'm combing through it for a reason. To show y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Yep. And that's the report for that one. And then you got the in-kind contributions, Thomas Bolton, you know, Joseph Vircher. And then you got your expenditures, right? Because you got to keep track of how much. So he gave, Kinetics gave money, and then I believe they had to refund it. Why would you have to refund?
If you gave more than what the maximum allowance is, then you are required to refund the difference.
But he knew he gave more.
Yeah. Now, was that Laverne O'Day?
No, it was Kinetics that did the refund.
Kinetic, because they did the same thing with Reddix Washington.
Right. That's what I could think of.
They had given him more than the amount a councilman level position is allowed to accept. There are maximum contributions for each level of elected office per election.
Per election.
Right.
So this is the one. What period is this? I think I just clicked on the same one. That's what it was. Let's see. I mean, it's way different. It's organized differently now, so I can't really keep up with how they got it set up. Let's see. Nope. Well, we could go back in time and let's see. Let's go back to here. And all you got to do is go through this list, type in the name, and you can look up anybody you want. That if they've ever ran, you can look them up. So this is from the 2014 election period. So money from AFCO, Acadian Ambulance, Employee Political Action. So apparently Acadian had a PAC. Acadian Ambulance had a PAC. That's what I'm trying to say. Alexandria Surgery, Neurological People, Antune. Wait a minute, they donated twice. Okay, they didn't go over the. Oh, they donated 3 times. As you can see, a lot of these people are repeat. These are loyalists, right? Loyalists. Thomas David dropped 2,500. That period. Kaplan's dropped. Didn't these people end up with contracts from the city?
Most of them, yes, they have contracts with the city.
Is that not considered a quid pro quo?
No, that's the thing about politics in the United States, where any other time that would clearly be considered a bribe, but in election finance, you can give money like that, and then once the person's elected, they can reward you with a contract, a government contract. So technically it's a bribe, but it doesn't violate the rules when it comes to politics. Now,
Right.
if it wasn't an election and you tried to do that company with individual, then outside of an election, now that's bribery. That would constitute bribery.
I'm just asking because I know people are going to have these questions as well. Gravel Investigations, Harris Law Firm, Lance Harris. Wasn't he a politician?
Yeah, he was a state representative.
Let's see. Charles Edward Johnson. Is that Chuck Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Tried to hide his name. I got you. There goes Kaplan, Karen Katz. A couple times. I mean, you see, the thing is, and let me switch back over so I can show y'all what Nat's point is. People would have to win. The people are going to have to win this election. You have to go grassroots and knocking on doors just to make sure that the word got out about Gregory Scott. So it's going to take the people because you're definitely not going to beat them with the money. They got this money thing, this whole racket sewed up, and it's been like this for a long time. Um, you know, it's been like this. It's not That's not going to change, and I wouldn't dare to say that a lot of these people have always donated a job, no matter what. Um, and that also goes back to no matter what he does to our communities too. So keep that in mind. No matter what happens in our communities, these people still donate and believe in jobs. You got Ratliff Construction, Roy and Roy Professional Legal, Royal Martin Family Trust. Yeah, he's in the yeah in the Royal Martin Lumber. Um, Karen Katz again. Let's look at see. Oh, well, I can't stop scrolling now. We on page 22. So as you can see, it is very lucrative. But listen, Mr. Porter, what's that rule about you can only spend this money on a campaign? You can't withdraw it and go spend it or nothing. It has to stay in that account.
Yes, it has to be a eligible campaign expenditure. So it cannot be anything for personal use. For instance, you can't pay your car note. You can't fill up your car with gas if you're not going to use that to do campaigning, like traveling and doing stuff like that. So no personal use of campaign funds is allowed.
I'm glad you brought that up because we've looked in this before. So let's see. See the way they got this organized now. I can't remember which is which. This. Let's go to this.
So look, if so Form 102, that is your report, campaign finance report. And then if you see SUP in parentheses,
that's a supplemental.
Exactly. Okay. And then 40G means 40 days prior to the general election.
Okay.
And SPCL is a special report. Now, special reports are required whenever you get close to an election date. If you receive a certain amount of money or you spend a certain amount of money, you have like 48 hours to file a special report. And that's why I was recommending people get it, prospective candidates file electronically, get a user ID, create a password, because that'll make it so much easier rather than doing it by paper and then trying to mail it off to the ethics board.
Mm-hmm. So how many pages? Okay, so it's pretty lengthy. So we're looking at the campaign finance report for Reddix, right? Reddix Washington Jr. And you can see the difference. And there's going to be some similarities, but I believe this is when he was running for city council. Okay, so this is when he was running for city council this last time. AT&T Political Action Committee, Travis Borderline, William Cawley, Blake Chatelain. There you go. Dalton Cooper, Thomas DeVede. There you go. And you can see the difference in the amount of money they give, right? Because they'll give Jock $2,500, but he's done a lot. Reddix did do a lot for as far as voting in favor of a lot of those contracts. There goes Howard Gist. Shelly Johnson. There goes O'Day Laverne. There goes Sam Mahfouz. There goes Pan American. Let's see. Yeah. And then we get to this part, right? So this is what Mr. Porter was talking about. So he charged his campaign account $50 for gas from Circle K, another $70 in gas from Circle K, another $40 in gas from Circle K. Act Blue, I guess. I think Act Blue, isn't that the people that do the van system?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, they are the fundraising arm of the Democratic Party for the United States, and so you can get a subscription with them, and you can do fundraising through them as well, and you can access or get like companies that make signs. The Democratic Party may have a contract with certain companies. You can leverage that. So there's a whole host of services you can get through Act Blue.
Now there is something that I do want to question here, right? So he charged $150 to Booking.com. And the reason that he charged it is because he needed a room for the overnight stay in Baton Rouge because he had an ethics hearing. Is that ethical?
That's interesting. I guess that's in a gray area because he's considering that a campaign expenditure because
He violated the ethics.
yeah, and had to go there. And so as a result, he's saying, well, this came about because of the campaign, therefore I'll use campaign funds for it.
Okay. He charged AT&T. Well, he charged his account to AT&T because he paid his phone bill. Let's see what else. Checkers. He had lunch for volunteers. All right. That came out of it. Chevron, of course, for campaign materials. Chicken Salad Chick. He had a lunch meeting with the campaign manager. The city of Alexandria's utility department. Is that ethical?
Well, if it was for a campaign office somewhere. Now, if
He had to pay the
if
utilities.
he's using his home as a campaign office, he would have to designate a certain portion of the home, certain square footage, and then prorate the utility bill based on the square footage that he's using. And it cannot, once he designate that for the election, it cannot be used for something else. So for instance, he can't take a bedroom and say this is the campaign office, but yet someone still sleeps there, like
Right.
it's like one of the kids is sleeping in the bedroom.
So it's got to be an office.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can imagine, who's going to come and try to check into
double
that.
check. Yeah. So apparently he went into the forbidden refrigerator at the Hampton Inn in Lafayette, and he ended up eating snacks for $22. Kinetics, there goes Kinetics. Dropped 621 on vinyl yard signs. Again for fuel, pizza. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, so MPG Van Incorporated out of Massachusetts, he paid for robocalls. Those are considerably cheap. I thought they'd be more expensive. So those who were doing his commercials on one film. Okay. I didn't know that. Pit Grill, dinner for strategy meeting and campaign managers. He had a lot of expenditures. I'm not gonna lie. Italian food, Cubitos. Remember all those times he went to Cubitos and was taking pictures with the workers and stuff? Well, that's on here. Spent $8 on drinks for the volunteers. Let's see what else. Southern Heritage Bank. Oh, it's overdraft fees. I guess I don't know. A lot of bank fees. What's a $3 bank fee?
Wow, that sounds like if he had to if he had to get like a cashier's check or something,
Oh,
or if he had to have checks printed that he can write to somebody, you know.
okay, okay. Dropped almost $100 at Spirits, which is owned by, isn't that Ballard's place?
I don't think it's Villard's place. I forget one of those guys that own spirits that
Uh,
is always.
let's see, Tobacco Plus. He needed more gas, more gas, more gas, and more gas. Yeah. Let's see, Track phone. He had to buy cell minutes for volunteer phone banking. Let's see. Let's see. USPS stamps. Walmart Supercenter. He had to buy more cell minutes for volunteer phone banking. Uh, more cell minutes and more cell minutes and whew, sheesh. Paid his mom. That's nice for campaign sign distributions. That's nice. Um, yeah. So the reason that I'm going through this particular one is because his is about as murky as it gets. Like there's a lot of questionable things, right? So I want the people that are potentially running or people that are running to realize what can be perceived from what can be gleaned from these reports, right? So just be careful of perception. Perception for some people is reality. Let me get back over to the chat. All right. Uh, he says you can go to Vistaprint online, design postcards, and have them delivered to you for very cheap. Then either hand write each address on them with volunteers or use direct mail with post office to target certain streets areas. This is real money saver for campaign on limited finances. Hiring a marketing firm for a campaign mail out is very expensive. Yes, yes. See, that's what I'm saying. So we're kind of doing a service to all potential candidates. Don't get caught in the murky water is what I'm begging you guys not to do. Because if you could end up like like Reddix over here with a whole bunch of ethics complaints and violations for not following your paperwork. So this is when he was running. This was always the most interesting one when he was running against Ed, right? Mind you, he had barely even been on the council, but he thought that he was uh geared up enough, prepared enough to run for Mr. Ed Laverdane's seat at District 26, right? Somehow he raked in a little bit of dollars, right? About 30 racks. All right. So let's find out where that money came from. You got AMR Holdings, BDC Tree Service, BOK Enterprises, Travis Borderline, CenLa Independent Insurance. A lot of insurance people. A lot of insurance people. Dustin Goins Insurance. Let's see. Injury Management Specialist, Jackrabbit Nursery. Let's see. They donated twice. Joe's Auto Sales, uh, LASFAA Pack Inc. Is that even? Are those Democrats or Republicans? Or have we never heard of them people? As what's the name of it? LASFAA F O FAA Pack. Oops, Pack. Oh, it's the Louisiana Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators. Oh, it's listen, look who it is. It's the State Farm. It's State Farm. State Farm is who? Uh, Randy Wiggins. Yeah, Randy Wiggins. So the Republicans. Yeah, the Republicans. The Republicans donated to, and I mean that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Like, we live in a time and space where Jock can tell you that he's a Democrat while being fully funded by Republicans. Isn't that crazy? He could tell you that he believes in Democrat beliefs and Democratic ideas and still get funded by the Republicans. And I think that's the craziest thing. And I don't know if it's unique to Louisiana, but certainly does seem so. But clearly, this campaign election, the Republicans wanted Ed out of office, so they supported the opposition. Pan American is here. A lot of insurance, so this makes sense, right? The LASFAA. So a lot of the money that he got that came in, right? A lot of these large donations came from insurance people because the LASFAA PAC is a group of insurance brokers. So not only did they give them money out of the PAC, they also went and donated individually. So they were really, really trying to get Ed up out of there. Security Sporting Goods donated $600. Tracy Snow, Tarver Constructions, Tarver Industries, Tamika Vaughn, Taylor Ward. Yep, there it goes. Randy Wiggins. See, I called it. Told you guys. Randy Wiggins. There goes Sheriff Matt Woods, but it's Mark Woods. I don't know what they were trying to do with that. But yeah. You take a look at the expenditures. He charged $375 for Airbnb, overnight stay in Baton Rouge for meeting at state capitol, another $200 overnight stay in Hackberry for July 4th event. Mr. Porter, is that ethical? Oh, lost you. Can y'all hear me? Am I still on?
Okay, I'm sorry, I was mute. It's in a gray area, and you can make a case both ways that this was mostly for personal expenses to stay in a hotel and food and mileage, or you can make the case that this was for a campaign function, you know. So so there's some gray areas there. It's good to try and stay as far away from that as
Out
possible.
of the gray as possible.
Yeah. But for it to be challenged, someone would have to file a complaint with the ethics board and specify a particular item or items on there. And then the ethics board, 2/3 of their board have to vote to launch an investigation. If they don't get
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, if they don't get 2/3, then it won't move to an investigation.
Right. So there's a lot of things that you guys that are running, that are watching, that are running. Just like Mr. Porter said, links on the bio. You had to spend links on for a golf turn. Wait a minute. Now come on, Mr. Porter. What? Links on the bayou. $1,960 is an expenditure for a golf tournament.
Yeah, you remember a long time ago when he put on that golf tournament, and so that's now actually that was a pretty good price. So that means they must have had a bunch of other sponsors But he did
I
have
think
a
that wasn't that isn't that where he announced he was running against Ed?
he had already announced, and then he had that golf tournament as a fundraiser.
But wait, well, he spent money. How can you spend money on? Never mind. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, because he had to rent out the golf course, and for the teams that came play or the individuals that play, they had to pay a certain amount to play.
Mhm.
And I think it was a foursome, so you had a team of four, and so he had to put out the money to reserve the course, and then start collecting money from the people who played in the tournament.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got this. My Bluetooth speaker is down and it won't shut off. Give me a minute. Okay, so Logan Roadhouse for food. Oh, now here's the thing that I was confused about. Can you use your campaign funds to pay your ethics fines?
You know what? A while back, that's interesting because you know what? Somebody cannot pay your ethics fines for you. Now they can donate money to you and then you pay it, but they can't come up and pay it. So that's another thing that is allowed. It's one of these strange things, because you're using funds that people contributed to you for a campaign to try and get yourself elected. But because you have fines and violations, you're using that money not to get yourself elected, but to get yourself out of trouble. But they can do it. Now, when you get to the United States Representative and Senate, I don't believe you can do that. I don't believe you can use campaign funds to pay fines, like with the Federal Elections Commission or with the IRS or legal type uh, uh, defense funds for something to cover you when you violated a campaign rule. So once you get on the federal level, I think it's different. But at this level, it's probably okay.
Well, let's see. He got $11,000, $2,000, $1,200, another $35. So it's all together. He owed about 15 grand in finance violations.
Yeah, he did have quite a bit. That's right. And that's the important point of showing you using this example, because if you are not following the campaign finance reporting schedule, you will get fined. And there is a really good textbook example of what can happen if you're not complying with the campaign finance rules.
So wait a minute. Now, Mr. Porter, O'Reilly Auto Parts for vehicle maintenance.
Well, that's definitely a gray area. You would have to. He would have to make the case. For instance, if a complaint was filed and the ethics board voted to investigate, he would now have to make the case that maintenance was the result of campaign activities or use of the car for campaign activities.
Hold on.
You need to leave.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Seems like he went and got some auto repair work done. Looks like he dropped about 155 bucks at O'Reilly's for auto parts. I listen. I'm not. I'm okay. We can move on. Let's see. The Clerk of Courts, Sam's Club. I mean, that's all I'm asking y'all to do is just stay out of the gray areas because people like us do go through these things, right? And we can assume. Listen, listen. When I tell you that he wrote off fried chicken as a campaign finance expenditure. That's all I'm saying. He was literally writing off anything and everything that whole time he was running. And maybe the reason that he ran was to pay those ethics fines. And to hook other people up because you got to spend money to make money, or you got to spend money to campaign. Let's see if there's a kinetics in here. No kinetics. All right. And hold on. I just got an inbox. I have a special request. Okay. I don't mind because if it's on record, it's on record. They want me to do Clarence Reed. So doesn't say hold on. File her name. Let's go back. Reed. Because I know he ran. Didn't he run for two things at one point?
He ran for District 2 council member and he ran for police jury District F.
Okay, so this is the old way. I'm used to this. So let's see. District F. This is the police jury one. Holy shit. What the is this when Nat was talking about writing it in crayon? The hell? I could even read this. Contributions, Clarence. He contributed to himself?
Yeah, you can donate to your own campaign, yes.
And he spent $500 at Kinetic. So he's already in the negative $300. This is crazy. All right. So let's get out of this. This is pure insanity. All right. More Crayola. Let's see. And just him. Oh, we got kinetics. Oh, we got 3 different kinetics. All right. Sheesh. It seems like he did all this at the last minute. Let's see. CenLa Independent Insurance. Okay. Insurance broker. CenLa Independent. So this is the insurance pack. There's more of the insurance folks. Let me tell you something. A lot of these guys that are doing these insurance things, they have these insurance companies. A lot of them are Republicans, and a lot of them do, in spite of what somebody's political affiliation may be, they see past that, and they, I guess, out of the kindness of their hearts, want to see these people genuinely win. I don't know what that's about. I feel like these are the same damn finance reports over and over again. They are. Can you do that? Can you copy one finance report to the next?
Well, if the information is the same. But, the thing is, what's very important, what gets triggered is if you miss a deadline. So one way to make sure you get the deadline, if you don't want to do the meticulous job of recording every single expenditure, every contribution, and putting it on a form and then sending it off, well, you take your previous ones, copy it, and then you change the date and you change the period, and that's a shortcut. But if you do it electronically, that's even faster. But as you see in those cases, they just didn't do it electronically. They did it manually.
Reby Jones got paid $375 to be a poll watcher. What is that?
That's where you sit there as people come to vote, and you kind of, as they call out their name, you write their names down, and you're checking it off of a list that you got from Van to see who actually voted, you know.
Mm. Mm. Yep. And for the person that inboxed me that wanted to see this, shame on you, because I can't understand half of this. I'm having a USS in Texas Inc. They gave 1,000. Jail Buster Bell's bond gave 1,000. Then he took out a loan for 3,200. And this was, hold on. Let me give you some context. This was goddamn $8.50 in gas. $300 in gas. $800. Oh, this canvas. Oh, he paid his canvas workers. Okay. Jesus, I thought he paid $800 to Canva. Anyway, 800, Mr. Porter. Ethical or not?
Oh, well, canvassing is the people that's going from door to door on your behalf.
No, I'm talking about this Murphy's USA charge for $8.50.
Murphy Gas?
Yeah, $850 and Circle K for $300.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot.
I don't know, folks. All right, so this is November 8th, 2022. This was the season by which, oh no, this wasn't the one where he stole the signs. Let's see, CenLa Independent Insurance, United Surety Service, Gilead Bells Bond. As you can see, a lot of Bells Bonds. Joe's Cleaning, William Maddox, Grasshopper Lawns. And he took out, did he take out another loan? Oh, it didn't look like it. Okay. The Flyer Lab, Corner Stop, Kinetics Graphics. He spent $1,395 with Kinetics because he had the signs, right? Right. He had the signs. All right. Yeah, folks. No, that ain't it, folks. I don't have it. Who else did? But should I look up, or do we need to move on? Because, like I said, we could be on this all night, just combing through campaign finance reports. This is what we used to do on the show. That's why we know so much of everybody's business, because we know who donated to who and how it all worked. Let me think.
So let me just share something with you. By May the 15th of every year, every elected official is required to submit an annual personal financial disclosure report. Okay, so you're submitting it for the previous year. So, for instance, May the 15th, 2026, that was the deadline to submit your personal financial disclosure report that would have covered from January 1st to December 31st of 2025. So it's the previous full year. And it's due on the 15th of May. If it's not submitted by the 15th of May, you're supposed to be assigned a fine for every day that it's late. Well, Jack Roy, for his 2025 personal financial disclosure report, he didn't file that until July 15th, 2026. So he just filed it about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it was due May the 15th, 2026. So what we probably need to do is see if he was actually fined for being late June, July. So he was 60 days late.
Mm-hmm.
And he should have been fined a certain amount every day. And we'll see if he actually got fined. We can look that up another time on on the
On a different day.
Yeah, on the ethics website. Or see if he got special treatment or preferable treatment.
Right. Normally I try to shoehorn in some some renters' rights stuff, but we got this renters' rights month, renters' rights awareness month. So just because we didn't do it today, we will be doing it throughout this month. Oh, I know what it was. Um, so just to switch gears. I hope everybody came away from that whole little exercise a little bit more informed. I hope you did. I hope you realize that there's a lot that goes um into campaigning and running. There's a lot of responsibility that you're going to have to undertake that you may not have considered before, but you do want to be on the up and up because you don't want people coming through your campaign finance report and being completely fascinated by the fact that you're interlocked and intertwined with people or beholding to Pan American engineering consistently and constantly because it looks a certain way. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a certain way, and you can't get mad at people for making assumptions, right? Because like I asked Mr. Porter, could that be considered a quid pro quo? In Louisiana, no. In Louisiana, on the everything outside of the state level, yes, but on the state level, no. State level and below. So, yeah, that's qualifications. Let's stop sharing real quick and let's switch gears. Oh, YSKT. Oh, she's gone again. So we're gonna have to do that part Friday. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that part Friday because I want her to talk about her little trip around the town the other day and what she came across. And we can do that then. I guess that's the long and short of it, folks. I'm not even gonna hold y'all this evening. We got started a little late, but I'm not gonna hold everybody up. We will do more. What's Wednesday? We'll do more Friday. We'll know more Friday. We'll know a lot more. We'll know everything Friday. Just to conclude that, we'll know everything Friday because that is the last day for qualifications. Am I right?
Yes, Friday at I believe 4 o'clock or 4:30, qualification ends.
So the next show is going to be the one everybody's going to want to tune into. So just to give you guys a little peek inside behind the curtain, right? We gave you that much. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all this evening. Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Porter because it's always a gift to have him come by when he can. I know vacation in these random places is tough. I know how hard you're working on putting your feet up, and so I love when you come by and decide to kick it with us lowly commoners who don't have the benefit of going on vacation every 2 weeks or every week. I'm sorry, every week. I apologize.
Well, one of the big things is my 9-year-old granddaughter. She's really good at golf, and so she advanced from the local competition through the sub-regional. So she's in the regional. So that was one of the reasons I was in Dallas, and that is the reason I'll be going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So to see how she does with that. So
good job.
It's a combination of vacation, but it's also
vacation.
Yeah, it's also supporting, and it's great fun.
It is. I know it's great fun. Not like I get it. I understand, and that's why I'm so appreciative when you do come through and share with us, because we all know that people could be doing other stuff. We could be doing other stuff. We could definitely be doing other things, but I'm glad that you care enough to come and talk and share with us some of the stuff, some of your impart some of your knowledge with us. And so, yeah, thank you, Mr. Porter. Miss McCall, we want to read the names. Is she even here? You know what?
Yeah, she's here, but she's on mute.
Yeah, you know what? Absolutely fired. Absolutely fired. Pay's getting docked. Everything. All the stuff that could happen to an employee, we're going to make sure we write the paperwork up. Start back at the top. Miss Hall, thank you for coming by. Miss Honore, thank you for coming by. Miss Bell was watching. Thank you, Miss Bell. Miss Latasha was here. Mr. Mercer was here. Nat Turner showed up. Brother Steve McGee came through. Candidate for District Council at Large, Gregory Scott was here. Let's see. We talked about pickleball law, right? Want to make sure that that stays at the forefront, because pickleball law, it trumps all other law. Brother Demetrius was here. Let's see who else. Oh, Miss Velma came through. All right. I know there's a lot more people that are watching right now. I know that. I can tell by the numbers that a lot of people watch. So if you ever want to involve yourself in the conversation, please don't hesitate. We are open. What is it I want to? Oh, and if you have questions about previous candidates and you want us to go digging through their campaign finance report, let me know. Inbox us and we'll dig it up and do it on the show for you guys. Hopefully, we're gonna be in some cases with some of the candidates, we're gonna be able to talk to them. On other cases, on other candidates, we're gonna be relying on news releases, because we don't. It's not that we don't want to talk to everybody. Is that you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that on that. Any parting words, Mr. Porter? Are you going to be able to join us Friday for the wrap up?
I will be in Mississippi. I will try to see if I could do that. I'm not sure.
If not, it's okay. It's okay.
But I would be back on again. Definitely the next one.
Okay.
But I'll try and join in on Friday to see, what the result of the qualification period was.
There's going to be a lot to talk about. There's some dark horses in there. We haven't heard from quite a few people that were rumored. We were discussing it earlier. Jeff Hall's name has been kicked around a few times. Roosevelt's name has been kicked around a few times. Reddix has been posturing like he's running for something, but we don't know. Don't forget, guys, there is all the positions at the school board are open. I'm going to say that again. All the positions at the school board are open. So that's going to be complete insanity. You're talking about at least a potential of 30 people that are going to try to put their names on that list. So just get ready, guys. Lock in. And make sure you tune in with us on Friday. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So good night, folks. We're out of here. Free Carmelo, justice for Nolan Wells, and stand up, Alexandria. There you go. Stand up.
Alexandria, Louisiana. Stand up! Yeah. Stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand us. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living, tired of frustration. Lights high, water high, rent high too. Whole hood stress, what we supposed to do? Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man, this world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town gather round. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kids, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay it right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up for the south side. Stand up for the east side. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city time and they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kids, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Alexandria, we still here. Stand up.
Veda One Handbags is an affordable luxury handbag brand designed for women who carry ambition, style, and purpose wherever life takes them. My daily reminder to stay focused. This I Deserve a Kiss bag is a total transformation piece. You need this. Stay organized wherever life takes you with the Move on Your Time Imposnefic bag, featuring spacious compartments, a convenient hanging hook.
Something is mentally wrong with black people who can support this administration. Come on, I can't hear nobody. How do you have absence of self-love that you'll sell your whole people out just to get a paycheck? Is there one?
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Black congressmen, black senators calling the president daddy. Something is wrong with you. Black preachers who said this is who God sent. Something is wrong with you. Black people on your job, are you telling me a tax cut is worth selling your people out? Is there one?
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
I can't believe you, sis.
The lead.